Well, good day to you, Pastor Al, here on this Wednesday. It's going to be a beautiful day today, we're going to rejoice in it because we get a little bit warm weather, a little bit of a reprieve from the season change. And God is so good to us, isn't He, by giving us the things we really do, we enjoy. So hopefully you get a chance to spend some time today through the end of the week and enjoy some of this warmer weather. Hey, we rejoice in God. Hey, let's rejoice in the Word this morning, shall we? And we're going to go to the book of Proverbs today. It's time for us to go into the book of wisdom of the Old Testament and to look and see what the book of Proverbs says about a phrase that it says often in this book. It is called the fear of the Lord. And what is the fear of the Lord? Well, in the Old Testament, you might hear a phrase or read a phrase saying, and the fear of the Lord came upon them, and then something happened. So we wonder, what is the fear of the Lord? Well, if we're going to just put it in our own vernacular, what the fear of the Lord really means is the respect and the honor due His name for who He is, His nature as being God. And so we look at God and we look at Him in a way that is different than any other portion of creation or the universe, and He is the great creator. And so in that respect, in that awe, in that reverence is what the Bible is calling the fear of the Lord, understanding who He is and how great He is. So taking that in mind, there is a number of times in the book of Proverbs that talks about the benefits of understanding who God is and understanding the fear of the Lord. And so I want to just quickly to read for you the examples in Proverbs that it gives us of the fear of the Lord. So let's start with Proverbs chapter 2, and I'm just going to just bullet them right off, read them right off for you, and you'll get the idea. So Proverbs 2:5 says, "Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." Proverbs 8:13, "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil." Proverbs 9:10, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." Proverbs 10:27, "The fear of the Lord prolongs days." Proverbs 14:26, "In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence." Proverbs 14:27, "The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life." Proverbs 15:16, "Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble." Proverbs 15:33, "The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom." Proverbs 16:6, "In the mercy and truth atonement is provided for iniquity, and by the fear of the Lord one departs from evil." Proverbs 19:23, "The fear of the Lord leads to life." Proverbs 22:4, "By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life." And so I see in Proverbs all these examples of what the fear of the Lord does for us when we respect God, when we give Him the honor due His name, when we understand who He is and how awesome He is. And I reserve that word awesome. I know people use it a little bit more casually today in our vernacular, but I really try to reserve the word awesome for God. There is no one awesome but Him. And He strikes awe in me when I think about who He is and what He has done for me. And it strikes in my heart this fear, this reverence, this respect that I give no other being, no other creation than I give God. And I think it's important for us today just to remember that in this fear, in this respect, in this honor, in this reverence, there's a multitude of blessings that are ours if we do those things, if we reverence God. And I read them off for you. You go into Proverbs, you can find them for yourself. But there are many blessings that are ours because we reverence God and because we have the fear of the Lord. You know, Jesus, as I ready to close here, Jesus said something. He said, "I'll tell you who to fear. Don't fear the one that can kill the body, and that's all he can do. But fear the one who can kill the body and send the soul into hell." So clearly we are to respect and honor and keep in awe the nature of who God is. Hope you find that an encouragement to do today, and as always, have a great day in Jesus.